How's it going, everyone? In today's video, we will be going into each Skylander that I believe would have fit better in a different element. These different elements will sometimes fit for a Skylander that was made before the introduction of Light and Dark, which happened in Trap Team, but we will still count it in this video. First, before we begin, make sure to like and subscribe. I really want to see my YouTube channel grow as big as my TikTok. My TikTok right now just hit 1,500 followers, so I know it's asking a lot for this YouTube, but I really would love to see it at the same level. I have several videos right now in the works. I'm going to be live streaming my Nuzlocke. As you can see, I've chosen all of the Skylanders for this lock, and I will be playing Spyro's Adventure first. Tune into my live streams coming soon. And I have a huge project down the road that I will be announcing soon. Anyways, back to the video. Hex will be the first Skylander for this video. Her catchphrase is literally Fear the Dark. I don't think it can get any more clear than that. I get that she throws skulls and has bones coming up from the ground in her moveset, but that easily could be changed to fit the dark element. She has the dark goth look already, so other than the skull in her hand, not much would have to be changed about the figure in my opinion. So next up is Flashwing. Very similar to Hex, this element just wasn't around in Giants. But also, her catchphrase is Blinded by the Light. In my opinion, her moveset already fits Light Beam. And to be honest, she would have been a better Light Dragon than Spotlight. I'm actually not a big fan of Spotlight, and also for the price, I really don't want to buy her. I don't have Spotlight or Blackout yet, but probably in the next year or so I'll try to get both. But, I mean, yeah, Spotlight being bad is kind of an opinion for another day, though. Comment down below if you guys would like to see a ranking all Skylanders Dragons video. I think that could be really cool. I have a lot of ranking videos coming up soon. They're just in development right now. Next up is the Magic Swapper Trap Shadow. He would have been a perfect dark type, and to be honest, it would have benefited his character and made him one of the best Dark Skylanders in my opinion. I think that the Dark Skylanders I think Dark is actually the worst element that they made, and I think a lot of them just weren't very impressive, and I think Trap Shadow would have been a perfect candidate because what he was as like a magic element, I just think it didn't fit at all. And also, like, he was pretty forgettable in Swap Force. The Swap Force lineup was so good, and imagine like Trap Shadow if he was a supercharger. I think he would have been just so incredible. And I think, yeah, his sneak abilities are actually very similar to the Dark Doom Raider Nightshade, if you guys remember him from Trap Team in the, I forget the name, I think it's not, the other one was Sunscraper Spire, but I believe it was Midnight Museum. Yeah, I think he just would be a perfect candidate and would have been a lot less forgettable of a Skylander. Next up, coming up from Trap Team is Crypt King. Fun fact, Crypt King originated from the prototype Magic Giant candidate, and his name in the game, the code name was like Chop Chop Daddy. And yeah, his moveset really shows that he used to be a Magic Skylander, because I mean, he makes no sense that a levitating sword move is coming from an undead Skylander, so that's very Magic themed. So I think they should have stayed with their original plans and kept him in the Magic element. Next up from Superchargers will actually be Splat. Although I do believe her final version makes sense in the magic element, there was actually a concept art of her as a dark Skylander, and it was like a dark painter emo vibe. I think that would have been much cooler than the final product that we got, and it would have strengthened the weak dark element very much. Next up is Taekwon Crow from Imaginators. It was pretty obvious that Toys for Bob did not know what element to put Taekwon Crow in. And it really shows. Like in Trap Team, he was the dark element, but that's alright, but it still doesn't really make much sense, because I mean, he was a bird that was like a ninja who had a sword and stuff. It just really just did not make sense. Then in Imaginators, he was fire. That actually makes no sense. He has no fire moves whatsoever in Trap Team. It still makes me mad that Chef Pepperjack was not the fire villain in this game. And the fire bazooka villain should have been him. First, Taekwon Crow shouldn't have been fire. Second, Chompy Mage should have been a sorcerer, not a bazooker. That makes absolutely no sense. Chompy Mage has been a sorcerer since Giants. Huge miss by Toys for Bob. Fun fact, I actually boycotted Skylanders Imaginators and didn't buy it because Chef Pepperjack was not a sensei. Anyways, moving on. Our final sensei will be the man from the thumbnail, Graveclopper. Graveclopper should be the only be an Earth or Undead Skylander. In Trap Team, he was Earth, which kind of makes sense, but then in Imaginators, he was Water. In Trap Team, he was an Egyptian brawler mummy, and that should never be a water element. And this one by far made the least sense. Although he is a fun character in the Imaginators game, this was a huge mistake by Toys for Bob. Thank you all for watching, and I will catch you all in the next video.